vast variety of jewelry options that they have to offer. As you can see on the display, we have Kundan Polki, Jarao 1 gram gold jewelries. We have temple jewelry, silver and diamond jewelry with ruby studded, emerald and sapphire studded wonderful, wonderful jewelry items. We have 80 collection, bridal, medium, light wear, wonderful jewelries. We have boutique collection, stud wear, western Swarovski diamond studded beautiful diamonds, Mozo night diamonds and beautiful string with colored stones. We have it all, name and we have it all. And to make the kids also feel cheerful and happy, we have hair accessories for all the cute little kids over here. So come forward and enjoy the beautiful inauguration ceremony of the Old Town Jewel. And also, because this day is the inauguration ceremony, throughout the week you will get a 10% discount on the store. So don't forget to walk in and shop the best jewelries which are there available in the town. Also, we'll be doing the inauguration ceremony very shortly. We'll have our chief guests very soon. Stay tuned with us. हमारे साथ बने रहिए. Inauguration ceremony बहुत जल्द शुरू होगी जब हमारे chief guests arrive हो जाएंगे. Till then, stay tuned. Enjoy the beautiful jewelry and the inauguration ceremony. Thank you.
Apa ya?
दोस्तों तालियां बजा दें थोड़ा जोर से कमाल है
पीछे आ जाओ।
साल में.
साथ हो ऐसे साथ हो
I want to waste it, sell it.
Wonderful. And this is for you. So Shamita, we want to know how big of a jewelry fan you are.
Honestly, I don't wear too much jewelry. I wear the same earrings every day and maybe just a watch.
Okay.
But if I go out to some function, that's the only time I love Chalmalis.
Lovely.
Maybe like a nice big kada or something. So yeah, that's me. I'm not really into too many chokers and all of that unless it's like a festival like Diwali.
So you are that minimalistic
Yes,
accessory girl.
Yes.
And what are your experiences with Delhi and your memories with Delhi? Like, do you come here often or?
I do, yes, I do come here, but mostly for work. So it's literally a day's, I come in the day, maybe go back the next day.
Okay.
I don't really get to stay here too much.
Okay. We would love for you to do that for, all the Delhites will love that, right? Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And tell me one thing, are you more of a golden accessories, golden jewelry person or a silver jewelry person? Every girl is inclined towards, one
Platinum.
Ooh, so I would say it's like a
Platinum.
that cool toned silver color is.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's more understated unless it's temple jewelry, which I love.
Okay.
Obviously, that's good.
Okay, and now I want to know how do you like the design and the range of
Very nice, very nice. I'm quite impressed with all of the designs and even the craftsmanship, the work is very nice. Very neat, very nice finishes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how about the interior? What do you think? Do you enjoy the interior as well of the property? The store?
It's filled with a lot of people and I wish it is always filled with a lot of customers.
Lovely. On that note, can we have you? It's wonderful so much.
For inviting me here.
It's our pleasure to have you here. One of the most stunning women I have experienced and known. Thank you so much, Mama.
Thank you.
हिप हिप ऐसी बाय कर दो अब मेरे को फटाफट बाय करो सारे बाय करो